Lyca Radio by the one and only DJ LYAN, featuring King Magic and Bows. And guess who we have in the studio? DJ LYAN, you there?
I am here.
Yes.
How's it going, B?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm all good, thank you.
Good. What have you been up to today?
Just working on projects, really. Just trying to get them over the line because there's just so many. So just trying to wrap them all up.
Oh, nice. So, LYAN, tell me, how did DJ LYAN come about? What was the first move into the industry? Did you expect to be where you are right now in your career?
So it all kind of started when I was in school, and when you're in school, you kind of just try out loads of different things, and then I happened to just try out kind of producing. Yeah. And it kind of really connected with me, so I kind of just stuck with it. And when I kept doing it, I met Mumzy at one of my boys. Yeah. Because they're related, right?
Are they? They're related to you? Like, personally? Like, or do you mean just in terms of music?
Nah, as in, like, so one of my mates, he is related to Mumzy. So I just randomly met him one day at the back of his place, and then he was just hearing my beats, and this is when I was, like, 17. So he's really connected with the beats, and was like, come through. And that was, like, the first move, just connecting with people with industry. Yeah. And from then, it's just been all about just making records and just really, you know, getting my sound together. Yeah. And just more and more artists kept contacting me like they want to do a track with me. And then from there, it just kind of got into where I am now. And I don't think you can actually expect to know where you're going to be in a few years. I mean, everyone has a dream, right? So yeah, 100%. We all just kind of work towards the dream. And then I could say, yeah, that I did have a dream to, like, be a producer that people know about and people respect. So
100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's going good.
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, we have been playing your music non-stop, and you've just coming out with bangers. Like, this year, I've probably had like a couple of your tracks, my track of the week, and you know what? You're doing a very good job. Also, I find that sometimes not all producers and DJs go further into education and just jump right in to the music scene and just excel from there. Is that something you can relate to, or have you had a different path? So
I actually went for the full education path. So I've obviously done my A-levels and went to uni and got my degree and stuff. The good thing when you're doing something like music in this day and age is that you can do it really quickly because it's all on your laptop, right? And I think it's important to have your options open, you know, like, especially when you do something like music, like, treat it as a hobby more than anything first, so you just enjoy it. So that's what it was. It was always my getaway from, you know, when I came out home from doing essays or whatever. And then once you finish uni, you can always, you know, do it a lot harder because you have a lot more time, and it's something I've really done now as well. So, stick to education.
Yeah, 100%. I think a lot of people would agree with that, and sometimes I feel like education is not for everyone, but you know what? It's fine. I think it's quite evident that you've got a certain style and drip, LYAN. Most of us know that you do wear a lion mask, and I've noticed that you've made a few appearances in music videos, which not many producers really get involved with that visual aspect. Is that something you wanted to do and be a part of at the beginning of your career, or did this organically happen between you and the artist?
So the whole mask persona was just trying to go for this, you know, like, mysterious kind of LYAN, you know, DJ LYAN. It's just based play on my name, right? Yeah. And it was just a bold branding kind of move from me and my management team at the time. But I did feel like, it was great for attention, but people were getting a bit too hooked on to the mask.
What do you mean by hooked on to the mask? Did they expect it?
So before, it was more like, you're LYAN, the beats are sick, you're LYAN, the beats are wicked, you make the sickest beats. And then it slowly just started to, the conversation shifted into more of a, where's the mask, LYAN? Or LYAN, I love the mask. So I was like, okay, cool, I love it, I love the attention. But I was like, let me just draw it back a bit and focus back on the music. So it was an organic move originally, but I've kind of just taken back from it a couple steps.
Yeah, also noticed in your latest release of Amar Sandhu, you actually brought back that mask. Is that something that he wanted you to do, or did you want to bring it yourself?
So funnily, that video was shot like a while ago, like last year sometime. So that was during the mask phase, but I thought, you know what? It was still a part of my journey and my story. So when his team contacted me, I was like, you know what, just go with it, and then I'll push it as well, because it is LYAN, right? That's still DJ LYAN.
Yeah, 100%.
And maybe like I'll have two personas, you know, it's like, right?
Yeah, 100%. Also, why do artists come to you for a beat and not, you know, go to somebody else? Why DJ LYAN?
I think when artists come to me, they can expect like a sound that I'm kind of renowned for, you know, just really crushing leads on the beats and something really catchy and a lot of people can dance to. So that's like my go-to, you know, vibe. Yeah. And I think a lot of artists kind of want that vibe. I mean, it's easy to just go on YouTube and get beats in this day and age, right?
Yes.
But especially when you work with me on like a studio level or a personal level, I'm really, trying to drive creativity from the artist and just trying to get something new out of them. And I feel like a lot of artists kind of look for that.
100%. Anytime I play your music, I've said to people, myself, I don't even need to listen to your track. I just know it's going to be good. That was Mumzy Stranger featuring DJ LYAN right there. That was Habibti. And speaking of DJ LYAN, we got DJ LYAN in the building. Hi, LYAN.
What's up?
What's up? Okay, so now I'm sure you're aware that quite a few of your tracks have been my track of the week on multiple occasions, such as Habibti, speaking of, by Mumzy Stranger, which I also noticed DJ Khaled had posted the top 10 Triller global chart on his Instagram, and Habibti was sitting at number 4 underneath his track Popstar featuring Drake. Now, DJ Khaled and Drake are two of the biggest legends in the music game. How did it make you feel that, to be seen alongside the biggest legends in the music scene?
You know what? That was like one of the craziest feelings, because when you do stuff like music, it's great to have the fame and money and whatever, right? But you get these little small wins, like DJ Khaled posting your song on his Instagram page, and them small wins kind of make the journey worth it. And to have it on a track, which is like my favorite track right now, Popstar with Drake. Yeah, man, it's just crazy. I think that's the best word for it. Just crazy.
That's good, man. It's all the little things that add up to make you feel just a bit better about yourself.
It's all about the small wins, man.
Yeah, honestly. And not to mention my track of this week is One Thing by Serel, an artist from Turkey that again is of course produced by you. Personally, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel that One Thing is one of your biggest records, hitting over 3 million views on the net. Can you tell me how this collaboration came about? Because I know she's all the way from Turkey, right? So how was it working with her?
So One Thing is pretty joke. So she was always in touch with my management team.
Yeah.
So we had this communication, right? She actually just sent us the song under a piano, and then my manager was like, "What do you think of this song?" And I was like, "Yo, this is so crazy." So then we got all of her vocals sent over to us, and then I just kind of built the song around that. And I hadn't even met her until actually we shot the music video, which is crazy.
Really? How did you speak to her before though?
Yeah, I mean, we were in touch through WhatsApp and voice call and stuff, but it's in this day and age, with the internet, everything can be done online.
Yeah,
you don't even need to meet the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she was happy with the song. We shot the video, and then we put it out, and that was crazy as well, because it was like my first proper release as DJ LYAN.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you got over 3 million views. That's
so that was super crazy, because I remember I was just out with one of my mates, and we were just at like a food place.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my song's coming out in like 20 minutes. So 20 minutes passed, song came out, and then I was just refreshing, right?
Yeah.
And every time I was just refreshing it was just going up 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. So it just went viral in Turkey. Yeah, it was surreal, and it's an experience I'll never forget, putting out your first track.
100%.
And it's going viral.
Yeah, 100%. You did a gig in Amsterdam, right? And that was a big stage with a huge audience. And how did that come along?
So my management team at the time, they did a lot of these big shows for American artists, like Big Sean, Chris Brown, Meek Mill. So they were like, look, we're going to put you on the show, you're going to do a half an hour set. And I was like, cool, this is my first show ever, this massive show. And that was crazy, because it was blazing hot that time, and I was wearing a lion mask, and I'm performing in front of 20,000 people.
Crazy.
Just doing a set. And then I remember as well just being backstage, and Meek Mill was just standing maybe 4 meters away from me.
No way.
Yeah, it was such a surreal experience, man. And these are, like I said, it's all about the small wins.
Yeah, 100%.
And stuff like that is things you'll never forget in your life.
100%. And what would you say has been one of your biggest challenges you've faced along your career, and how did you overcome it?
I would say the biggest challenge is to motivate yourself to keep going. When you're new to it, it's all exciting and it seems amazing, but then you'll face days where you're just feeling a little bit more down. You're like, that's not the way I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
And I think one of the greatest traits you can have as a creative is to, pat yourself down and just give yourself strength to go again.
100%.
And you'll have to do that multiple times in your career, and keep going along the path until you get to where you want to get to.
100%. So don't give up, basically, yeah? Don't give up.
Never give up.
Keep pushing. All right, so what advice would you give to any aspiring and upcoming music producers who may be listening in right now?
I'd say to them, just harness your craft. YouTube is your best friend. When I started, we never had YouTube the way it is now. You can learn about all the plugins, all the how-tos. And send your music to artists, because artists are actually always looking for beats and the new sound.
Okay.
If you feel like you've got the new sound, just send it to them, man. And you never know what cut you'll get, and then you'll end up being the next big producer.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. And now, Lion, I don't know if you know, but I like to do my research. And I may have heard that you're going to be, collaborating with some international artists very soon. Is this true?
Yes, there's loads of tracks coming out. So I'm doing a lot of stuff with upcoming artists like Nino and Nashman, and there's so many people that you've probably never heard of.
Well, we're going to hear about it very soon.
Yeah, exactly. And there are obviously the big names which I can't say.
Can
but
you not say the first letter of the name?
I can't, because it just makes it too obvious.
Okay, that's fine, don't worry.
But bangers.
Bangers, yeah? Would you say one of those tracks could make my track of the week?
I think all of them will make a track of the week.
That was Nish featuring DJ LYAN, of course. With Jaws. And speaking of LYAN, we've got a LYAN back in the studio. Hey, LYAN.
Yo.
Yo, okay, can I just say something about this song? Right, ever since I started presenting, I used to call Jaws Ox. I don't know why I said Ox, but you know how the way it's spelled? X-O-S-S. I was okay, I just made a boo-boo there, but anyway, we move on. But are you ready to play a little game of What Is B?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. So, for What Am I Today? I am generally seasonal, but I can be played whenever. This game can take all day to play depending on what format I am played in. The ball can be in different colours, and certain players need to wear a helmet and other protective gear when playing me. I also need 2 umpires. The ball travels in multiple ways and is known to travel up to 90 miles per hour and above. I also need, hold on, I'm not finished yet. Don't put me to shame, man. I need 11 active players. Do you know what I am, LYAN?
Are you cricket?
Oh my god, yes. Can I just give you a little... Well done, LYAN. You're clever. Clever, man. Do you play cricket?
That's probably the sport I'm worst at. I only got it because you said umpire.
Oh, was that a giveaway?
That was the giveaway, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you know what? Our time is up. But just before that, thank you so much for taking out your time, to speak with me. And I'm sure you're very busy, but it's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you for having me.